Hey, everybody, it's Eli.
And Caleb.
And we are here with OhHelloMarcus.
Hello.
Can you give us the...
Give us the classic intro.
Give us the classic intro.
Hey, we read comics now. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
You know what I'm saying? I love, yeah. Let's go.
And here we are. So we're just chilling. Welcome to the podcast.
You know, we've been a fan of your stuff. We've been watching your videos recently, and we knew we had to get you on to talk about some stuff, your passion.
I love your enthusiasm for comic books, and I guess today we just want to find out, like, what's your journey with comics been like?
Yeah, I mean, I just got into this last year.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I just started collecting in October.
Wow.
Yeah, because of Absolute Batman.
Right.
I feel like that's been the start of a lot of new...
I was going to say, a lot of people's journeys kind of have begun with that, and then it just...
Yeah, it just exploded from there, bro. Yep. I just fell in love with it after coming... I came here to get my first issue. I had to get number 1. Yeah. And then I got number 1 for my brother, and then 1, 2, and 3 for myself, and... Did you get first printing? No. Hell no. I was late to the party. Yeah.
Oh, man. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. Like, I think I got like a 6th or 7th printing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, take us back a little bit further. Were you always a fan of superheroes and comic books in general, and then you just recently started to collect more?
That's exactly what it is. But not so much superheroes, but like, I used to live in North Las Vegas a long time ago.
Oh, nice.
And from there, there was a plaza with a Barnes & Noble, L&L Hawaiian barbecue. I was there like every other day. And I went in there, and I found the Walking Dead Omnibus Compendium.
Oh, yeah.
It was just in there.
Yeah.
Just in there. From there. And I kind of just fell out of it because I'd moved around a lot. Sure. But after that, I started watching a whole lot of comic book content on YouTube and stuff. And it kind of just got me familiar with runs like this, you know, the classic ones. And it just, I don't know, it just never went away.
I love that the content has become so like easily accessible for people who are just getting into it. There's so many YouTube channels, there's so many people that are talking about this stuff that it feels so much less intimidating than when I remember I started.
Man, you know, it's like when you first walk into a store, you don't know where to start.
You don't know where,
so much.
It's overwhelming.
You know. Yeah, and it's like, I don't even know who to talk to or what to do. So I was just...
Again, if you're out there and you have a comic book store or you're employed at a comic book store,
be approachable.
Be friendly, talk to people. They want help. Yeah, God.
Yeah. I mean, shit, that's kind of hard, especially when you don't really talk to people like that. But then you start learning how to do that. And
it's a medium of introverts sometimes.
It is.
Very much so, man. Very much so. But this is definitely...
It's good practice, though, for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely getting me out of my comfort zone to do stuff.
Yeah, getting you here on a podcast where we're talking about comic books.
Come on, bro. Right? Like I was telling these boys, man, just the most professional setup I've seen. And it's...
We try.
We're doing it. We're doing something.
We're doing something.
I get it, bro. Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, we've tried a couple different setups. I think in our earlier episodes we had pop figures,
toys and pops and everything around us. It was a little bit busy. But it was fun.
Today we were like, let's do a comic spread.
Yeah,
let's have a nice like
a charcuterie board of comic books.
Like a charcuterie of comics, perhaps a little Spider-Man versus Wolverine tickle your fancy.
Yeah. Anybody say hi to my Bill Sienkiewicz Fantastic Four #1 from 2018.
Look at
that is a signed Bill Sienkiewicz. I'm really this was given to me.
Oh, it's got a cert on the back.
Yeah, it's got the cert.
Okay.
That it was given to me by June. And is one of my prized possessions in my comic book collection right now.
Dude, Doom's looking spooky.
Oh yeah, just the ethereal nature of this drawing, and we'll blow it up, we'll put it up on there. But if you're listening, it looks awesome.
Yeah,
yeah.
I won't describe it to you listeners because you should go watch our video.
Exactly.
I didn't even know that's how you pronounced his name. I was always like Sienkiewicz.
Yeah,
there are a lot of names in comic books where I'm like, bro, and I'll say it wrong for like a year or two, and then someone's just like, no, it's
this. It's
like,
Ram V.
Ram
V.
Ram V.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I've said Ram V so many times, and I'm like, sorry. What's funny is because we work here, we have people that come in and are doing signings.
Tony Fleece.
Tony Fleece. I said Tony Fleeks.
Tony Fleeks
for and it's
is it not?
It's Fleece.
Oh,
exactly,
man. I was saying Fleece this entire time.
Yeah,
I know.
So you learn, you live and learn. People are very, very forgiving. So you brought in some covers and some books that you wanted to talk about. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
And tell us what is some series that you're really passionate about right now?
Yeah, let's get into
it.
Let's get into it.
Got to be Escape by Rick Remender and Daniel Acuna. This is Escape number 5.
My boy Milton.
Man, Milton Shaw. Is,
What a badass.
Can we curse on here?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is fucking awesome, man. All right. I obviously the story, but like that cover is a Trad War cover,
right?
I think one for 15, and I found it here.
Hell yeah!
You know, I was just browsing, looking through the wall, and then
beautiful.
Just boom.
Trad has such a unique art style that I think it. I don't know if you've read his. He did a Silver Surfer book.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I did not read it yet.
But just the art, if you've seen it, it's so pretty.
Yeah, that's a Silver Surfer Black.
Yeah,
Silver Surfer
Black.
Yep. That one, and then I actually got the singles for Doctor Strange Fall Paradise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
anytime you get him in that sort of ethereal, cosmic.
Well, it's kind of like a 70s psychedelic style, like art style. You know, a little bit of acid.
Yeah, a whole bunch of them. A whole bunch.
Everyone's like a little like
kind of wobbly, kind of wiggling around.
Yeah, for real, elongated all through space and time, and you don't even know where. You know what I mean?
But it fits, especially for a series like Doctor Strange. I feel like that could work really well with the Fantastic Four. As well.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, Doctor Doom, any of those guys that like deal in that sort of spiritual, cosmic, psychedelic world.
Yeah. For real.
But that is a dope cover, and again, I love an artist that you can look at a cover and be like,
instantly,
that's who that is.
Yeah.
And I think Escape also just had Volume 1 just dropped.
Yeah.
Printed trade paperback of that, so you can catch up on all the first 6 issues of the series.
Come on.
Now, is it going for another 6?
It looks like it,
right?
That's what it looks like. Yeah,
because we're pretty close to. Milton, the protagonist, his goal being met.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. He met the shit out of that goal.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was going to end right there.
And I would have been cool with that.
Yeah.
I would have been cool with him just accomplishing his mission, and then, because it just feels like every character on there has, like, just met this definitive end.
Yeah.
And that was going to be his.
Yes.
But, hey.
If we're going to keep going.
We're going to keep going. I'm there. I'm going to keep buying.
I feel like that's the thing with so many comics right now is that writers, they have this really clear first arc. They have their story that they want to tell, and you don't know if you're going to keep going. You don't know if your book's going to keep getting renewed, you keep getting picked up.
Right.
And so I think the real struggle is second arc. Do you have the juice in the tank? Do you have the stories in mind to keep the story going even past what you thought you might be able to accomplish?
Right. Well, and then timelines are also important because when this happens a lot in filmmaking as well. You have so much time to prep and do development of your first film, and then people want that sequel 1 year later.
1 year later.
And you have less time. And sometimes, filmmakers, writers will have an idea for what they want to do next or where they want to take it. But there's also this sort of precedence that this could be your only shot.
Right.
So you want your first arc or your first 6 issues or your first film to kind of like have
blow everybody out of the water, and
that people can be satisfied with.
If that's all you get.
But also, then maybe you drop a little bit of open-ended plot points for a follow-up arc or something, or a sequel. Yeah. So,
I mean, I feel like with Rick Remender, he feels like he has a great track record of doing stuff.
Yes.
So I definitely want to tap in with more of his work. What is it? 7 to Eternity?
7 to Eternity. Yeah.
A Deadly Class?
Deadly Class
is also fantastic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've finished that whole series actually not too long ago, maybe last year.
Yeah.
And
they did one season of a live action for that.
Sad that it didn't. It didn't. I mean, so many of that happens so often where all these comic shows, they get one season and you don't really get to the meat of some of these stories. But
Sure. What else? We got something else here. I saw a little peek.
Just a little sneak peek.
And I was
just
like,
a bit.
what is it?
Oh boy!
Well, what do we have here?
Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7. The iconic death of Supergirl. Superman carrying her. I actually found that at a comics-only event in Anaheim called Near Mint Sundays.
Wow.
$2. I mean...
That is great.
Visible damage, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And that's cool. I'm cool with that, you know what I mean?
Hey, man.
Rusted...
But this is a comic book that tells a story, It's like it's been places, it's passed through different hands.
Not only that, just the iconic nature of that story.
Man.
What the Crisis storylines have meant for DC and what they've done for DC,
Right.
You know what this makes me think of immediately? I'm like... seeing this moment on the big screen. You think we're gonna see eventually, maybe not in Man of Tomorrow, but eventually, our Clark Kent holding Supergirl and
It feels
kind
like
of having that.
like a priority.
Yeah.
It feels like they need to put that in there.
We're
sure.
getting there.
This is almost that same feeling as the iconic punch of
Yes.
Doomsday and Superman,
yeah.
like the double where they're both just the death.
Or for Marvel when Spider-Man's like swinging and he's holding like
The criminal under his
arm.
arm.
Everyone
Yeah.
tries to recreate that moment.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like this is one of those where now that we have this new DCU with James Gunn, I feel like now we get to see more of these like homage covers.
Yeah.
and things like that.
Well, I think that's becoming a priority for these
Yeah.
filmmakers is like, hey, what can we bring right from the comics in and show it on the screen?
Yeah.
Like we don't need to reinvent the wheel here. We have 70, 80 plus years of continuity that we can kind of like enjoy and explore and bring in, to these movies. So
I mean, he seems so tapped in with what's going on at DC. I mean, he seems like a big
Yeah.
old comic fan himself, and he knows what's going
Yes.
on.
Absolutely.
I would hope so.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Being
For
the-
sure.
Yeah, being the head of this. So.
I mean, the more people are passionate, and you know this, like the more people are passionate about what they talk about, the more they care about what they talk about, what they create, the better that creation is.
For sure.
Every single time. I will watch a passion project
Yeah.
100 times more than I'll watch somebody that's in it for a paycheck.
Sure.
Like, give me somebody that it could be the most low budget we've seen in recent
Yeah.
movies. The most low budget thing doesn't have to spend $8 billion to make a movie if
Yeah.
you're passionate about it. If you really care about the material that you work with, man, that is where the true magic of art happens.
For me, that's why I love the horror genre, especially for indie filmmakers as well. I just feel like horror as a genre is very approachable from a filmmaking aspect. It's fun. Yeah, if anyone has a passion project and it's like horror based, I'm just like,
I'm in.
I'm in. I don't care.
But we
I'm
know
there for it.
you have a passion, not just necessarily about comic books, but you've got a podcast that you are really passionate about, some stuff that you want to talk about. So lay it on us, man.
Yeah, tell us about the podcast.
Yeah, man. We host a show called the Polytickin Podcast.
Sweet.
All part of the Polytickin Network, man.
What's that about?
Yeah, it's we try to focus on Pacific Islander issues, anything that goes on in the community, anything newsworthy or some kind of pop culture moment, maybe some kind of sports moment, some kind of cultural thing that like these conversations that we've had amongst ourselves or our family, we try to just bring to light and talk about,
Hell yeah.
And it's been, it's been fun. It's been close to 4 years now of it being
Nice.
up, what I'm
That's
saying?
that's solid.
Yeah, I think we're 170 episodes now deep.
Woo.
And
Who do you do the podcast with?
I do the pod with my brother Sefa M.
Okay.
He is a rapper based out of he's from Sacramento, but he's based in Canada right now. Shout out to the Uso, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been doing it for 10 plus years.
He's in Canada.
He's in Canada right now. He went out there for love.
How are things in Canada?
Going to Canada for love, man.
Yeah,
we've all been
Does
there.
he enjoy living in
Oh,
Canada?
yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, he's
would you
living a
would
very
you
good
be
life.
like would you want to move to Canada ever?
I don't
Is it
know.
one of those
I don't know.
things?
Not yet. Maybe if I was rich enough, I'll think about it. But the way he
Second home in Canada.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right, exactly. The way he talks about
That's
it,
a
I'm just
dual
like,
citizenship.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I might need to buy some
Right now, we're all looking at
That's what I'm asking for. I'm
Yeah.
like, how's life in Canada?
Can we run away with Marcus? Is what I'm asking for. That's
They got local comic book stores
You know what I'm
there.
saying? I'm sure they do. Bro.
Okay.
I'm sure they do.
That's cool.
So we got Sefa M and also the Uso Lance Faalepo of the Polynesian Podcast. That's actually one of the other shows that are under us in the network.
Oh, nice.
He focuses on Pacific Islanders and sports athletes.
There are one or two.
Yeah. There's a couple of them.
Yeah.
You a big
For
sports
sure.
guy?
Yeah, he is for sure. I'm very much casual, but I love
Casual.
those to talk shop about it. I'm just like, oh yeah, what?
Right.
It is fun. It is fun when two people who are like really passionate
You know
about
what I'm
sports get
saying?
into it. And I'm like, wow, there's so much I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah. So
It's a whole world.
man.
That's cool.
It's really fun. It's been really fun to try to get this thing up and running. And we'd eventually love to get a setup like this where we're talking to each other. We're obviously in different places.
Sure,
right now,
it's
That's the thing.
that is a
Yeah.
unique,
yeah. We do everything over Zoom, and it's just been a ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun as hell.
Well, I mean, in a lot of ways, it's a little bit easier
For sure.
and especially when it comes to scheduling.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So I mean, that's great. How long has the podcast been around for?
A solid,
Three, 4 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
How many episodes have you
Oh
guys?
yeah, we're at 171, I think, right now.
Yeah, dude.
This
They're
is
on
episode
it.
14.
Yeah. So like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm telling you, Brian. Yeah, it's a thing. This is weekly, right?
No,
monthly,
yeah.
monthly. But we make like weekly videos and
So
content that we shoot for the shop. Sometimes just coincides with Hero Panel if we're doing a video together. It just kind of depends, but really we try to keep it all under the umbrella of like
Hero
here at the
Panel.
Comic Bug and the Hero Panel podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, hell yeah!
Right.
So we haven't had too many guests on the podcast either. So I mean,
So we got Marcus right.
the initiative has begun.
We're gonna. That was one of the things we wanted to push for this year was having more creators come on, more people that are passionate about this stuff. Because at the end of the day, you can listen to Eli and I talk all day, right? You love it. We all love it. That's what we want. But we want to hear different voices.
Yeah.
We do. We want to hear different voices. And aside from the podcast, you've also been doing some comic book central content creating as well.
Yeah.
What kind of inspired you to get into that world?
Man, so I was doing a bit of content here and there, but it was centered around the pods and the topics that we would talk about,
Right.
But it wasn't. I mean, yeah, it is us, but it was also so tied into the pod that I felt I needed something of my own. You know what I'm saying? Try to establish my own creative voice.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And then I just started, obviously I started collecting in October, and it was like just this big eureka moment. I was like, well, why can't we just make videos on this?
Yeah.
Like, why can't we just talk about the stories that I'm reading? And then it just kind of blew up from there. And then as I was doing it, I realized that I'm probably one of the only Pacific Islanders talking about comic books right now. Wow. But there are so many other fans of it. You know what I'm saying? There's so many Pacific Islander fans of the medium, of manga, of of animation, just arts in general. And I would love to just be a beacon for them. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of fans of this stuff. So I'm just like, it's a no-brainer, bro. You know what I mean? It's a no-brainer to do this.
I think we totally agree. That was kind of like our intention with Hero Panel Podcast was to do that. A lot with like Caleb's content that he makes as well. It's like using that platform to kind of speak on these things. Yeah, the comic book Viking. Yes.
Yeah, bro. I remember coming into the store when he came in, and I first started watching your videos, and I referred to Caleb as Viking.
Yeah, Viking.
Hey, that Viking guy.
Viking.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's been a lot of back and forth, but we haven't landed on a solid nickname for my. Well, I do go by Bat Lads.
Bat Lads
online
Bat Lads.
on my gamer tag and whatnot.
I think we should lean into Bat Lads, man.
Bat Lads.
Yeah, why
I think
not?
so too. It's already there.
The Viking and Bat Lads.
It's established.
Yeah, bro.
The Viking and Bat Lads say hello, Marcus.
Yeah. OhHelloMarcus.
OhHelloMarcus, man.
Yeah, it's been
That's
around
it.
for like 10 plus years. I might as well make it a thing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And what's fun about that is like I love what you're saying. You have the group project. You have the people that are passionate, that are in your social circles that you relate to, that you have all this stuff with, and then like there is something very freeing and like positive about you saying this is the thing that I like, and I want to talk about, and and not only that, you can relate it to the projects that you're already working on, man. And we were talking about earlier that there's so much content out there now that is helpful for people who are just getting into this hobby, that are new to comics or whatever, and now you are part of that. You are part of like helping people feel like this is an accessible hobby.
Oh, for sure.
And I think your passion shines through as well. I think passion is contagious.
Yeah.
So when you see people talking about what they love and they're getting really into it, that sometimes helps someone who might be kind of like stuck in a maybe a rut.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just kind of find something to
whether an old fan or a
onto.
new fan, it's like you see somebody that really gives a crap about this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like, maybe I need to get back into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit of passion, but when you hear someone talking about a storyline and they're getting into the intricacies of the plot, you're just like, I can't help it.
Exactly.
I can't help it.
This guy, man, I wasn't reading Escape. I didn't read it until Eli was like, man, you got to pick this up and read it. And I just got through the first volume.
It's
so,
great.
Like, it is phenomenal.
Yeah,
It's great. One of my favorite movies is Saving Private Ryan, and I felt like Escape just like, checked that box a little bit for me, and I was like, I love this.
Yeah. That cover alone just looks like a movie cover for the movie Escape.
Absolutely.
It's got that 80s action hero
You know what I'm
vibe.
saying?
Yeah.
Let me hit you with some fun questions. Like, who's your go-to favorite superhero? When you come in, I mean, you mentioned Absolute Batman, but
man, I'm getting very privy to the Flash. Yeah, I'm loving the Flash right now.
Is that a recent sort of like thing, or
a bit recent? Just because I'm a fan of Ryan North.
Thank you.
Writing, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to see what he could do with Flash.
And those first two issues, banger.
Yeah, it's pretty good setup for the oncoming arcs and what he's got going on. If not the Flash,
What was like young Marcus's like? This is my superhero.
Yeah, it was definitely Spawn.
Oh.
Spawn was a big,
nice,
very much '90s kid. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jai White for the movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and like just who was it? Was it John Leguizamo?
John Leguizamo?
No.
Yeah,
was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
somebody.
no, it was.
Was it?
Right.
It was Violator.
Yeah, it was Violator.
Okay,
as a clown.
Yeah.
John Leguizamo. Yep.
I'm saying like just that. It was just.
They're working on another movie for that. Too.
I hear
it's coming out.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
It might be Jamie Foxx. It's been rumored for a long time, but we'll see.
Yeah, you
but
know what
dude,
I'm saying?
starting off with Spawn, you started off strong.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And you know, and then I wasn't picking up. Obviously, I wasn't picking up single issues there. But I mean, it was just like my first.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is from a comic book.
Right.
What the hell? And then that led to the HBO shows, the animated shows.
Right.
It was just it was.
Yeah, I really wish there was more Spawn media. I know that they made like some video games back in the day, but I'm hoping that there's going to be a resurgence. And maybe if we do get another movie, we'll see a spike and all that. We've talked about starting. I have a volume 1 at home that I've read through, but I mean, there's so much to read for Spawn.
Still going. Like, it's right behind us.
So many spin-offs.
Spawn universe titles. Sam
Spawn,
and Twitch.
Rat City, Gunslinger Spawn, King Spawn.
Man, my homie, man, shout out to the Uso Scoof, man. I went to Comic-Con Revolution in Ontario last month. And I went to go help him out. And at the end of the weekend, he gave me Spawn #1.
Oh wow.
And it was, I almost shit my pants.
That's a special, yeah.
It's a special thing. I was just like, what the hell is this? Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
I love that you said Spawn. You know, there's usually like the characters that come to mind right away: Spider-Man,
Batman,
Superman,
you know,
Superman for the most part. So I love that you said Spawn. That just like kind of.
Do you know who? I realized this the other day because of the new book that just came out. Do you know who my first superhero that I really loved was?
Who?
And I thought for a long time I was like, oh, it's got to be Spider-Man or Batman. And I had this resurfaced memory of watching an old VHS tape that my grandma had taped of old episodes of Zorro.
Yeah.
And Zorro was my first masked superhero vigilante character that I fell in love with when I was like 4 or 5. And I had the hat, I would put my little sword, I would dress up like Zorro.
Yeah. I remember watching reruns of those, Nick at Night.
Yeah, man. And then the movie, you know, with Antonio Banderas came out.
That's right. That movie rocked. That was one of the like grandma's house VHS tapes. One of the only movies. And the rewatches on that VHS tape.
Bro.
I was funny sad story that I have to tell.
Jesus Christ!
I was Zorro for one Halloween. This older kid. I was like, you know, doing my thing. I was like, this older kid comes up and grabs the plastic blade of my sword and just snapped it.
All right.
I was so sad.
We're gonna find you.
We're gonna find this kid.
We're gonna find you.
Yeah, you ruined little Bat Lads' Halloween.
I remember just having my broken and you know what? He apologized. He was like, I'm so sorry, and I was just like, it's okay.
All right, well, you get off.
It was like the beginning of Halloween night, so I was Zorro walking around with a
broken sword.
A hilt.
Anybody got a sword I can borrow? Just one of them.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, just when you said Zorro, it's funny. When people say Zorro, that immediately hits me again. I just remember that Halloween.
Yo, he went like
I had a Zorro Halloween.
He had flashbacks like this guy for Halloween.
That's so Raven.
Yeah. And what was intense, too, was I was all like, yeah, this is going to be awesome. And he just was like, and I was like,
right, no. You're lucky you apologize. All right?
Yeah, right.
Well, you're lucky.
You're about to.
Oh man,
you're about to get it.
So Zorro holds a special place in my heart.
Nice. Yeah. And you know what? Go to your local comic book store and pick up Zorro issue #1. Just came out.
Yeah,
I'm also working on making reinforced kids swords. That are plastic doesn't break.
Dangerous kid swords
out of vibranium.
Out of vibranium, they'll never break.
No Halloween ruined ever again.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, well man, this has been really cool. I'm so glad you got to come by and talk with us today.
Yeah, absolutely. We're a little short on time today, but hopefully we can team up together and we can have this is something we want to do regularly. A little bit more. Have more people come on and talk, especially as we have these big releases coming out. It's great. People can hear us talk, but it's awesome hearing another perspective.
For comics and what's coming out and
movies. Are you excited for Supergirl next week?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I didn't even know it was coming out next week.
Yeah, Lobo, bro.
Lobo is in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's out. In July, we got Spider-Man, so maybe we can all do like a movie outing or something. The shop, we usually go out and see the movies together. You should join us sometime.
Oh, my God.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
we do
cool
that.
If you're extending that invitation, I'm there.
Yeah, well, we usually, the Comic Code tries to do screenings.
We do screenings, and then we invite a few special customers that we think think are deserving. So
boom.
I think appearing on the podcast is it gets you in.
I would hope so, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks,
we
guys.
have OhHelloMarcus here. Check out his handle, his
We'll
Instagram.
put all the Instas and everything, TikToks.
YouTube.
You got
YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll put all the
Spotify.
links.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
You go to Whatnot and talk to Eli, because he's just going to be scrolling on there for a while.
exactly. Show some love, show some support, and as always, thanks for listening. Stay safe
and stay positive.
and stay positive.
All of that.
All of that.
OhHelloMarcus on all socials. You know what time it is.
Boom.
Come on, bro.